Today is not just a story, but the legend of the greatest rivalry that has ever existed in mankind's history. You see, this is not the rivalry of the year, of the decade, not even of the century, but the rivalry of the millennium. You see, it is between me, yes, me, and the greatest tyrant to ever exist, the mighty. And I say mighty, not as in the might of Arnold Schwarzenegger in all his peak glory of physique. Not mighty as in Attila the Hun conquering the Romans with his mighty horde of Hunnic warriors. No, mighty as in Stalin or Hitler oppressing their people. Although mighty, not good, okay? Nobody likes those scumbags, okay? And if you do like them, you're also a scumbag, okay? You don't belong in this earth, right? That's the kind of mind, that's like the great I'm talking about. Like, great objectively, but ethically, not that great, okay? Pretty low ethical scoring, okay? It's a legend between me and El Gran Petino Conquistador. You see, this being, I'm not even gonna say him, because this being doesn't deserve to have any kind of personification around him, okay? He's just scum. I said he. It's just scum. Just pure scum, okay? It began on a hot summer day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, heat of the day, doesn't get hotter than that time of day. Out in the field, grass is dead, man, just dead. Nothing can survive this heat, okay? No vegetation. I'm out there, doing what every great warrior does. Working out, yo. Pumping iron. Well, metaphorical iron. I'm all natural, baby. Big old thick squats for a dummy thick cheek. Anyway, there I am, working out. Now I get some. Ooh. What's that? Damn mosquitoes. Out here, eating away at me, draining my blood like the parasite they are. One after the other, just kill them all. Dying. I had to kill, within the span of 15 minutes, good 24 mosquitoes. All corpses around me. Feeling pretty good, because, you know, as a warrior, body counts are pretty important. Not that kind of body count. Dead mosquitoes all around me, okay? I've killed dozens. And then there's one mosquito around me left. Just one mosquito left. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna clear you out. Clear this. What do you call them? What do you call them? Herd of mosquitoes. The herd? Gaggle? Flock? I don't know. This flock of mosquitoes. Okay, we'll go with flock. This flock of mosquitoes, just like a cloud of them, all around me. Killed 24 of them out of 25. Good number. And then there's this one. Trying to get him. Smack, smack, smack. Trying to get him. I just can't. Something about this mosquito is just faster, smarter. Like, you know the whole thing, don't hit where it is, you hit where it's gonna be. Try hitting where it's gonna be, but it just outsmarting me, man. I'm literally, it's going this way, doing that little aggravating zigzag crap they do. And as you soon go clap where they're zigzagging, reverse your direction. That thing's got some torque on it. It just goes other direction. Anyway, I can't get this thing. This is the beginning of that great rivalry. I can't get him. And he keeps sapping my blood. Next thing I know, it's been 15 minutes. I haven't had any water. It's over 100 degrees. I'm burning up. And I'm losing blood because he's sucking it from me. I end up passing out. Believe it or not, I am out cold. Hot. Because it's too hot to be cold. But I'm out. Complete lack of consciousness. So there I am. I wake up. Surprised I'm still alive because it's the hot sun of summer. Don't like it. I crawl to the shade, good 100 yards away to the tree line. I get some rest. I prop myself up. Almost died there. And at that moment, I swore not to myself, but to the world. The world knew. it was on like Donkey Kong. Doing ping pong. Just ain't no mercy on this thing. I'm not letting it get away. See this? I'm itching because it bit me. Still have the scars from when it bit me on my back. I'd show you, but can't. Anyway, scars of my back. I'm now, at this point, I'm bleeding from multiple, because it's weird. Like, usually mosquitoes, they bite you, draw blood. If you smack them after drawing blood, you get a little blood, but you know it's from in them. They smacked it, pop, like a little zit, disgusting. But this thing, it left wounds. I'm still bleeding. Some spots light, some spots he punctured in the artery, and it was like it was collected, but as soon as it started that movement from crawling, just burst open. Now I'm bleeding, and so I'm taking out my emergency bandages. I'm tightening my muscles up, which is already so tight because I'm so anyway, tight. I'm surviving this, and I'm swearing to the world, I will kill this mosquito. Whatever it takes, I will burn the countryside if that's what it takes. I will destroy this thing. And at that moment, corner of my left ear, I hear it.
It is I, El Gran Petino Conquistador. And if you so swear that I die, so be it, you shall die.
Let's go. What was that? I'm looking around. Ain't no one around here. It's the country. No one wants to be out here, not including me. It's the only place I get privacy to do my thing. And so I'm out there trying to live, wondering where this thing came from, and it only wasn't till later, days in the future, after hunting him down, that I realized it was the mosquito that said it. It had human level intelligence, and not just like human enough, but like IQ 150 level human intelligence, almost as much as me. There's that much intelligence, and it was terrifying. Shivers down my spine when I realized that it was the mosquito. But at that moment, I had no idea. I'm just in survival mode. And so I'm surviving, I'm crawling home, hydrating up, not too fast, otherwise you can get sick. Just hydrating up, slow process, healthy process, making my plans in my head, how I'm gonna do this. How am I gonna track down a mosquito? Like the only thing that really populates the earth more is like a ant. Like, they're everywhere. So I'm like, I can't run. I'm not a coward. I'm not going to Canada, to Russia, the Siberian wastelands. No. I'm going to where they're the worst. Where I can get. I can't go to Africa because COVID restrictions, but I can get to Mexico. You always can get to Mexico. Let me just say, you always get to Mexico. So I'm hunting down El Gran Petino Conquistador. Hunting him. And I know mosquitoes migrate, believe it or not. You would imagine they had the lifespan to migrate, but they migrate. You see, once a year, the mosquitoes go back to the original place they were born, so that any puddle or pond, usually it's a pond, riverbed, lake, wherever it is, that hot, moist climate where they were born and hatched, they go back to. And amazingly, they know the route, and nothing's gonna stop them. Even if there are like sky dams in the way from their flight path, they will navigate and they will fly over or around if that's possible. Fly over those sky dams, and they'll get their way to their birthplace. And I figure there's a certain hotspot in Mexico where that's where they are. And I'm saying, to Mexico I go. I take a flight. I go to Mexico. It's the perfect time of year for them to go back to the place and from the breed. And out there, I'm going. I'm looking around, tracking them, talking to natives. Have you seen El Gran Petino Conquistador? This little red mosquito. See, he wasn't like any like gold-colored mosquito like they normally are. Ugly brown. icky and slimy. No, he was like this red. You could see it, and his sharp little nose sword was like you could see it in the air. Like when he was flying by the sun, it would glint in the sun, and it'd be a little glint in the air. You could see from his little nose blade. It was sharpened to a razor's edge. That's where I got the wounds. He just go, boop. He went, slash his way into my legs, cutting open as he did it, getting to that blood, just rubbing on my veins and just guzzling on my veins, just very disgusting. That's how he does it. It's so evil. That's why he's called El Gran Petino Conquistador. He conquers the flesh of the man and gets that blood, conquers the circulatory system. Excuse me. That's how he does it. So I'm there asking you if there's a mosquito around here that you've seen that's like him, it's him. There's no mistaking him. No. We no see him. We no see nothing like that. No, I'm like, no. He's not part of any that I know of any kind of like cartel or drug thing going on, or mob, Mexican mob. No, he's just a single force of nature. That, as far as I know. And they're like, no. Me, no associate. So that's pointless. And then as I'm looking around town, trying to get some information, I look out, and behind the edge of town, there's this lake. And I look out on the lake, and there's this haze over it. This haze over the lake. And there's a man on the dock fishing. I go up to him, hey, what's with the haze? It doesn't fit the weather here right now. And he says, oh, no. There's no haze. There's no haze, Effie. That is the enemy. I'm like, enemy? What enemy? Like, yes, enemy. And I take out my quad-fold monocle extended binocular thing. And I'm looking out. And I can see the little dots moving around. Like, those are mosquitoes? Mosquitoes? That many on a whole lake? I mean, not a massive lake, but it's like 2 square mile lake. Like, this thing's massive. And the whole other square mile is just pure mosquitoes. I'm like, what are they doing only over there, not over here? Like, they are amassing an army. What? I've never heard of it. It's like, no, we can't make noise about it. If we do, we die. They have the whole town prisoner. This is it. This is the accumulation of our rivalry. Him doing his evil mosquito stuff, amassing an army, and then there's me, the trepid investigator, looking. No, I'm the one-man force. Before I thought it was humanity versus this devil. But now it's me alone against probably millions of foes. Granted, probably a million foes to amass my body size, but so it's mostly like a 10-to-1. But 10-to-1 is still pretty significant. So I suit up. And I think, what is the greatest tool to defeat mosquitoes? Net? No, they'll fit through. Sword? Can't cut enough of them down. Axe? Same problem as the sword. Gun? They'll dodge bullets, those little boogers. What could it be? And I realize they're weak to fire. Because it's freaking fire. Everything's weak to fire. So I go out, open my trunk, my trusty flamethrowers in there. Always good to keep a flamethrower in the hand is what my mama always told me. And now, after years of saying, Mom, flamethrowers are cool and all, but what's the use? When are you gonna use them? You know? When are you gonna have to fight someone with a flamethrower? You know? But here I am. Mama's always right. You need a flamethrower for the evil mosquito army. I suit up. Get the extra tank, get my lighter. It's hell to pay now. So I go out there in the lake. Now, the issue with Thermomasculine Lake is that water v fire, water win. Wood v fire, fire win. I can't go out on a wooden boat in the lake with the flamethrower going crazy against millions of mosquitoes, okay? So I think I need either a metal boat or I need some way to track them on land. And I could cause a forest fire to where I track them on land and they burn from the exposure to heat. But people won't like me too much. So I think I need some way to where I keep constant attention on me. They're not gonna split off and flank somewhere else. They're just gonna, no matter what, they're gonna attack me. That's the plan, okay? So I asked somebody, he says, before you go out, you need to put on this protective layer to protect you from getting sucked dry like a prune. Good idea. I put it on over my flamethrower because it could suck the liquid out of the flamethrower and make me effectively disarmed. So I put that on and I do what attracts mosquitoes the most. And that's put on a shirt with a picture of a kid from Africa. There I am with my shirt and they immediately recognize it. They're just making a beeline for me, a mosquito line for me, straight after me. Ladder up, flamethrower on. I'm ready, baby. Got my pilot light and everything. I'm out there. Immediately, hundreds of deads, hundreds of thousands of mosquitoes dead. I'm just not giving them chances. Dead. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, million already, just dead on the ground, piling up. I'm stepping up this mosquito mountain of dead corpses, blasting them with my flamethrower. This dead. And as I'm killing them, I'm thinning the herd. They're not stopping their assault though. They're still coming after me. And I just kill more and more. And blah, blah. They're dead all around me. And I'm looking out. And I'm still have one eye out. But El Gran Petino Conquistador. And he's around here somewhere. I'm looking for that red blade of his. And I'm burning them all to death. And I stay there. They're all dead around me. There's no more left. Few stragglers running off, but that's it. And out there I see him, hovering over the lake, staring me down. I see his red little beady eyes glowing at me. You know, he's gonna come after me. I see him. And he he's coming after me, buzzing nose, pointing head, just Naruto running. Coming straight for me, coming for a straight stab to my esophagus, because there's one part exposed. He's gonna go straight to my carotid artery and suck every ounce of blood in me. But I know he's got that plan. And I know he's coming after my carotid, and particularly my right carotid, and I ain't gonna let that happen. So I take my hand, boom, protect my carotids, flamethrower out. Flames clear. Smell mist in the water because water just been boiling from the flames and there's mist everywhere from evaporated water. And looking out, it's all clear. See all tumbleweed come across the water surface. I'm looking out there, and you know what I see? Inside of there, he cut through the flame with the sword. Sword nose. He's just going up and down, cutting lines in the fire. Pushing out to the side like I was a tad. Hate it. Jealous. Why him? Why El Gran Petino Conquistador? Why him? Inside there, I'm like, we have to finish like this men, like traditional men of honor. Even though he has none, and he ain't no man, he's a thing because he's a scumbag. He has single-handedly killed more people than anything on this earth. He himself started malaria. That's right. He's an ancient being, hundreds of thousands of years old. How do I know this? His evil monologue. The evidential proof. Absolute confirmation that he is evil was the monologue. And he monologued to me, Tell me. I started malaria. I've been around for thousands of years. No man can defeat me. Now draw your blade and face my wrath. No, I say, no. You keep your blade drawn, for you will face my wrath. Throw off my flamethrower. Throw off the net of the fish net, whatever thing that protects me from them. Take off the shirt and draw my blade. Point. Are you ready? And he nods. Go. We charge. We're charging at each other. Ching, 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 ching. That's right. I'm parrying. He's parrying me. I riposte. He parries. He riposts back. I parry. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And before you know it, I say, you know what? You're doing pretty good. But guess what? I can do better. He's like, really? I don't think so. You don't seem to be doing it. I'm like, well, watch this. I toss it in my right hand. And it's my left. I tossed it in my right hand. I was left-handed before. And I'm fighting him again. I'm beating him back, pushing him further back. I'm getting ground. I fight him. He's on the defensive. I'm killing him. I'm like, this is my power. On my right hand. I stab him. Now he's dead. I can see his light fading from his eyes. The favorite thing to see in the world. I look. I see it draining from him. You got me. I am almost dead. But you know what's must be done? Tell my wife. Luther, you liar! No woman would marry such filth on this earth. Draw my blade out. Mosquito blood spewing forth. Little legs start to curl in and crisp up. He's gone. I hear screaming. Off in the distance, I see a little dot coming. The even smaller dot behind it. And arrived at his corpse lying there on the blade of grass. Chris, the blade of grass burnt up and he's dead. It's a lady mosquito. Picks up his shell of a once vicious creature. Crying, pouring mosquito tears on him. Come back to life. Please, I want to hear your voice one more time. And then the little tiny dot trails behind. It's his child, his only son. Unfortunately, it was a son. It was a child, a prodigy of his. I knew what had to be done. I killed him. I killed them both. I must kill the son because he will continue upon his father's legacy. And I must kill his wife because no one knows wrath more powerful than the wrath of a mother who mourns the death of her child. I cannot face such powerful foes in the future. But then I realize, have I become the villain of this story now? I have killed millions of a race of mosquitoes. I killed a father, a mother, and a son. All for the possibilities of world domination. It wasn't confirmed. It wasn't positive. I'm one man of billions. Someone else could have stopped them if they truly committed to their wretched plans. But we never know. For it's my philosophy that one must not take chances. But that philosophy very possibly may make a devil. And I do hope I'm not the devil, and I hope by somehow making this video diary that something will come out of me that kind of gives me evidence for whether or not my thoughts might be true or not, but you never know. I could be the good guy, I could be the bad guy. We'll see. Only history will tell.